Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys who are new, my name is Natalie and I run a stationery shop called Doodlesntea. So last year I uploaded a video called Etsy versus Shopify, and in that video I compare both platforms. And earlier this year I uploaded a video talking about how I left Shopify. So for pretty much all of 2021, I have been using mainly Etsy. And overall, I've been using Etsy for around 2 years now. I've been getting more messages and some comments from you guys asking if Etsy is a good platform to be starting out your shop. So I thought that today we would just kind of go through the pros and cons of Etsy, as well as talk about some of the changes that Etsy has implemented within this year itself. So if you guys are interested in more content like this in the future, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to this channel because that'll help me out a lot. And once you have that done, let's get started. So let's talk about the pros first of Etsy. One of the biggest pros of Etsy is that it is a marketplace and a lot of people are still going to Etsy to support a lot of small businesses. It's still a very well-known site for handmade goods or just opening a shop to sell little knickknacks. I think Etsy is still probably one of the most popular websites for that. It's very user-friendly. It's super simple to just set up a shop, get some listings up, and open your shop. I think so many times that, well, at least I know for me, I focus too much on aesthetics. And because Etsy is kind of just you upload, you put your description, you put your price and all that, and it's up. Like, you don't waste time trying to make things look nice, because I find that I spend too much time trying to make things look perfect before even launching. So this way you can just get your products up and get your shop up and get it running. And another pro for going on Etsy is that there's no monthly costs. I'm not sure about other websites, but I know for Shopify it was around $40 to $50 a month just to keep it up, which when you're starting out, that can be a pretty big chunk of your money. On the other hand though, let's start talking about some of the cons. One of the biggest cons for Etsy is the many fees that they have. We've got things like transaction fees. I think there were shipping fees, and then the ultimate listing fees, which is 20 cents USD per item that you sell and not per transaction. So once you start selling more items per transaction, this 20 cents listing fee is going to start being a significant chunk of the money that you earn taken away. I do have a video on my channel that talks about how you guys can temporarily avoid these listing fees, so I'll leave that video in the cards if you guys are interested. And another thing about Etsy is that it is very saturated already with shops. There are a lot of shops that are already out there. So initially, it might be a bit difficult to stand out if you don't already have a following leading up to this. However, I want to introduce you guys to a website called Sales Samurai. Sales Samurai is a website that gives you analytics and insight to your Etsy shop in order to help you increase your sales. Now, I've been testing this website for over 2 months now. It's probably almost been 3 months since I've been testing this website, and I can tell you that it has definitely increased the amount of views that I get on my shop, the amount of likes and favorites that I get, and most importantly, the amount of sales that I get. And I've updated all of my listings on my site, and even the most oldest listings on my shop are now suddenly getting views and favorites. So that's how I know that this is working. One of my favorite features about Sales Samurai is that if you type in a keyword, you're able to see how many people are actually searching that keyword on Etsy, and also the click-through rate of that keyword. So that means how many people who actually see a listing that has that keyword will actually click into the listing, and that also increases the chance of a sale. You're also able to see the top 5 listings under that keyword, as well as what keywords they're using on their listing as well. You can also see things like the average shipping time that people are using, the average cost of shipping that people are using. You're able to see the number of search volume as well directly through Etsy in their search bar through their Chrome extension as well. You're also able to see the amount of competition of other listings that are using that keyword as well. These are only some of the features that Sales Samurai has to offer. They also have tutorials in their website to show you how to use their platform properly so that you can get the best results. They're having a Black Friday sale right now from now till the end of November, and you can get 6 months for $39.99 USD. And this is the price compared to their usual price of $9.99 USD per month. And honestly, even the original price is a lot cheaper than other SEO websites that I've used. And they've given me better results already within these 2 months than me trying other websites that I've also used for the same amount of time. Also, once the 6 months is over, your rate is actually locked for life as long as you're still using Sales Samurai. So this is a really good deal, guys. I'll leave my affiliate link in the description for you guys to check out if you're interested or just want more information about Sales Samurai itself. I do make a small commission if you guys use my link, and that will help out this channel and my shop in general. If you guys are still hesitant though, there is a 3-day free trial for you guys to test out Sales Samurai, and then you can decide after that. Okay, now let's talk about the changes that Etsy has made in 2021 itself. So the first thing that they've introduced is a reserve fund, and this mainly applies to new store owners. Basically, Etsy says that they'll hold around 1% of your revenue for 45 days just to make sure that you are not a fraud, because apparently this has been a bigger problem that they've been encountering. The second thing is their star seller badge program thing. I don't think I've really talked about how I feel about this on YouTube. Basically, this badge that you get beside your shop is Etsy's way of saying, hey, this shop is trustworthy and is a good place that you should be buying from. In my opinion, as a stationery shop owner, I feel like this kind of screws us over. And let me explain why by breaking down the requirements to be a star seller. So the first thing is, your message response rate has to be above 95%. Simple. The second thing is that you have to have more than 95% 5-star ratings. Not the worst. But the third thing that I think really screws us over is the on-time shipping and tracking has to be above 95% of your overall orders. I say that this screws us up because that means that I have to buy a shipping label instead of just using stamps and charging people $2 or $3 for shipping. Suddenly I have to charge people like $8 or $9 plus, depending on where they live, depending on how much they buy for a shipping label, when they're just buying like, I don't know, a $5 or $6 sticker sheet. Overall, that just doesn't make sense. Like if I was a consumer, I would not want to pay more for shipping than the product itself. Etsy says, for now, that this is not going to affect how your listings rank in the overall search, but I feel like Etsy might change that in the future because they said that the overall criteria for star sellers will change over time. And the third thing that I want to talk about isn't really Etsy's fault, but that's the introduction of the VAT, which is the value added tax. So originally, I believe that only orders $15 and above needed to charge the VAT, but now all orders need it. And so because of that, we need to buy shipping labels. The pro that I figured out, and I read so many forum posts for this because people who run shops in Canada weren't sure about this. If you buy a shipping label through Etsy, they will take care of all of the, I guess, legal things that are tax related. All of the proof that your buyer has already paid for this tax is embedded in the barcode thing on the shipping label. Etsy in a way does say that you can write out this code that they give you on the envelope to prove that the person has already paid. But I've also heard mixed responses from people in forums that Canada Post doesn't really care about that. It doesn't really work. And I think a lot of people said that their buyer was actually charged the tax twice through that method. So some of my buyers that live in the European Union have been very kind and patient with me. So I purchased shipping labels through Canada Post, sent them through Canada Post, and they let me know when they got their order and said that they weren't charged the tax again. So I'm guessing everything really was embedded in the shipping label, which again, going back to the previous star seller issue, yeah, we have to pay like $8 or $9 for a shipping label, and our products don't cost that much. Again, I understand this isn't a thing that is really Etsy's fault. I think it's just the inconvenience of having to increase our shipping prices for products that don't actually cost as much. So ultimately, do I recommend Etsy for you to start out your shop? Yes and no. I do recommend Etsy as a place that you start out as, especially if you're starting with a following of 0. Since you're already on a marketplace sort of website, there are people still coming to your store. I think you just have to pick your niche and then figure out how to stand out and rank your listings to stand out. Overall, you're going to be saving money without paying the monthly fees, especially if you are starting a stationery shop where each product is only a couple dollars. I think compared to the listing fees of 20 cents, you're not going to be losing as much compared to having to pay $40 or $50 each month only to make maybe like 1 or 2 sales. However, I definitely do not recommend Etsy to be the final destination platform for your shop. Unless you have gained a ton of free listings over time, you're going to be losing money to that. We've talked about the changes in Etsy this year, and I feel like there's going to be more changes in the future. And one of the biggest changes that Etsy made last year in 2020 was to their Etsy ads. Basically, long story short, what happened was that any store that made over 10,000 USD within the last 365 days had to join the Etsy ad program and had to pay for Etsy ads. And this caused like a huge uproar because basically stores that are already making that much on Etsy don't really need the help of Etsy ads, I feel like, to earn more. And the option to join or not to join was kind of taken away from them. So a lot of stores that were that big just weren't happy about this new change. So my recommendation is use Etsy to build up your following. And once you have a big enough and dedicated enough following of or group of buyers, then I would start searching for a different platform to use to host your shop. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful. And as usual, if you guys have any more questions about this topic, don't forget to leave it in the comments below and I'll get to it whenever I can. I'll also leave in the cards a playlist to all of the videos about Etsy that I've done on this channel. And yeah, I hope you guys are taking care of yourself and staying safe out there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!